Guys, how's it going today? My name is Scapenomics and welcome back to another flipping and money making live stream. Today guys, we are working with 2,135,000,000 GP. Now, before you even ask, yes, I am getting extremely close to max cash. I'm about 12 mil off currently during this live stream, so I'm expecting we'll make maybe 3 to 4 mil here in today's session. And then once we make that, oh gosh. Does my stream look messed up to you guys, or is it just my player? Hold on, give me a minute. I have to reload it on my end, see if we can actually fix this really quick. On my screen, it like looks so messed up. Does the Grand Exchange look weird to you guys, or is it just the way my screen is formatting this? Hopefully the stream looks okay. It looks like super funky on my screen. Give me one sec. I'm actually going to pull it up on another tab, but regardless, hey, there's been so many tech issues recently on these streams. Am I right or am I right? Come on, man. Just give me one sec. I have to just double check, make sure it looks okay. Everything looks good on the Twitch end. Just want to make sure it looks good on the live stream end. And yes, it does. So we are good to go. Guys, welcome back to the live stream today. Dude, I'm excited to make a couple mils here today, as I'm just kind of excited to... hold on. I keep messing everything up. Okay, we're good to go. Regardless, we have Nathaniel McDaniel. He says, "What's up, Scape? Good to see you, Nathaniel McDaniel. Thank you for stopping by." We also have Relaxing With Me popping in as well, and he says, "What's up? Good to see you, Relaxing With Me." And we're going to do our best to make a little bit of GP today. I do expect to hit max cash by Friday. We're probably going to hit it on Friday's stream with like a fun celebration stream. We'll probably do 1 mil profit equals 1 bill, or 1 mil profit equals 1 beer on Friday, I think is what we're going to do to kind of celebrate the upcoming of the max cash. But regardless, let's go ahead and flip some items today, guys. Right off the bat today, I do want to do the Armadillo crossbow. Now, the Armadillo crossbow is one of my personal, not really favorites, but I have been flipping it a lot these past couple of weeks just because it's been a little bit more volatile than recently. And oh my god. Crazy margin right off the bat. I'm not super confident that that's going to hit right away, so we're only going to list 4 of those, and we're going to let them sit there for a little while. Now, let's go ahead and do the Abyssal Bludgeons as well. We'll try to smack all of those sort of medium traded items right off the bat here today, get some of those moving, and we'll see if the margins are good on those. I mean, today I was looking through the Discord, and it seems like people have had mixed results today as far as flipping goes, but from what I'm finding right now, it looks like the markets might be pretty good for us today. So hopefully we don't make too much and already get max cash on this stream. I don't think that will happen, but it definitely could. I mean, you never know when it comes to the Grand Exchange, right? Let's do, I do want to do the, something big today, right? Like the Twisted Bow. Now, let's go ahead and try to get a Twisted Bow flip listed here and flipped. I do want to do some bigger flips for you guys because considering how much money we actually have, it doesn't really make a lot of sense not to do it, right? We'll go ahead and get this Twisted Bow listed and ready to flip, guys. We also have Silent Storm at 995 saying, pog that margin on the ACB. Dude, it's freaking crazy. I don't know why it's so large. So we're going to see if we can actually flip that. And Silent Storm, good to see you, man. Thank you for tuning in today. I do appreciate it. We have Lewintag popping in as well over on YouTube. He says, yo. Good to see you, Lewintag. Thank you for stopping by. Now, like I said, we're going to go and get one of the Twisted Bows listed. I don't exactly know where this thing is trading right now, but I'm going to take a guess that maybe we can get one for around this price. And we're going to let it sit there and do its thing. Now, like I said, I do want to try and flip the Twisted Bow today, as we do have a lot of cash on hand at this point. I mean, we're basically coming up on max cash, and it would be a shame if I didn't start showcasing some larger flips. So that's kind of my focus for this live stream, is to try to get some of those Twisted Bows flipped. If we can't flip any of those, maybe we'll try and do the Scythe of Vitur, but we're going to try the Twisted Bow first, which is the more expensive counterpart, at least currently within the game. We have STW Benny saying, yo, good to see you, STW. We also have Barry Collins saying, I bought 2 Dragon Harpoons. Hopefully they will ride to 10 million. Good to see you, Barry. Thank you for tuning in today. I hope you guys did see the investment guide that I came out with today on the YouTube channel. That goes over what to invest in for the Temporos boss update and what you can expect from that, because I think a lot of hype from that update has died down significantly, considering that all of these other updates are coming into the game right now. And Jagex kind of seems to have their focus on something else. Now, originally, this Temporos boss update was scheduled for the end of February, so I wouldn't be surprised if they delayed it a little bit, but that does give us more time to make a better investment or pick up more of the quantity that we're looking for. Anyway, I'm getting distracted already. Let's go ahead and do the Dragon Darts here today. And we're already down 357k, but that shouldn't be a big deal. We should be able to make it up, no problem. And we're looking at some crazy margins across some of these items today. So really excited to see if we're going to be able to flip some of this stuff. And again, hopefully we don't have too good of a session, as I would like to get max cash on stream on Friday. And what I plan to do on Friday is we're going to do a 1 mil profit equals 1 beer chug. Okay, so that's what we're going to be doing on Friday. And if you're new to the streams, those are some of our most fun and best streams. So be sure to stick around on Friday at the same exact time that we're streaming today, because they're extremely fun streams. And if you want to know when we're going live, then you can check us out in our Discord group. Link in the description below for that. We have a Discord dedicated to flipping and money making in old school RuneScape, and we would love to have you there. But right now, we're live streaming, and we're going to bring you guys the hottest flips today on the exchange. So let's go ahead and set a few of these amulets of torture here. We're going to go ahead and list 7 of those. We're also going to follow that up with the necklace of anguish. You guys know I love flipping that Zenite jewelry just because it flips so quickly, and they tend to have pretty decent margins most of the time. But I won't flip any of the the Zenite jewelry for like less than 10-15k, as it just doesn't become worth it at that point. And we'll go ahead and list everything. We have one more slot for an item, and I know what I'm going to do. Let's do the Primordial Boots first. I was going to try to do some of the Ancestral stuff, but I think we should try the Prim Boots first, as they might flip a little bit quicker. We can make an easy penny on those. But good to see you guys. Thank you for tuning in today. Do appreciate it. And let's see if we can make a little bit of money today. And guys, Friday, we will be coming up on that max cash bag. Now, that's freaking crazy to me, man. It's like my whole entire channel has it hasn't been focused necessarily on getting max cash, but that is like one of my biggest goals, is to get max cash, and we're coming up right on top of it, guys. Super excited, man. Citizen23, good to see you, man. We have STW Benny says, I just hit 3 mil from alking, started at 1.4 mil, gonna start flipping soon. Benny, that's amazing, man. And hopefully you're picking up a few tips and tricks here while I live stream. And of course, if you have any questions about flipping, let me know. We have Jay Hefner popping in as well. He says, hey, let's see those juicy margins today. I'm gonna do my best, Jay, man. And margins are looking pretty good today, so we'll have to see if we do end up with a nice little profitable session, see if we can make any progress towards that max cash today that we can bring onto Friday's stream. Let's see. Escapenomics, if you get it good today, I don't mind seeing a marbles or a giveaway. We won't be giving away any money today, as we are so close to max cash that I don't want to give anything away. Stephen Clayton as well popping in, saying hello everybody, and Wild Muffin, good to see everybody today. Welcome to the live stream. Let's make a little bit of bank today, but before we do, I have to go turn on my AC, even though it is the middle of winter, because I don't know why, but my building just cranks the heat, and when I'm in the suit, man, whew, I get a little steamy. All right, give me one sec, guys. We're back. All right. Now, we have everything listed here so far. I don't know if this Armadyl crossbow margin is going to last, so that is like the first thing that I want to turn around and sell. This was advertised at a 200k margin. Will we hit that? You know, I don't have a ton of confidence in that exact margin, but I'm definitely going to go ahead and try to do it here and see if we can make that 200k profit per Armadyl crossbow that we do flip. And we're going to see if that works out for us today, guys. And again, we do have the Twisted Bow listed as well, so we'll keep a close eye on that. If we don't buy one in about 10 minutes, we will bump the margin up about 200 to 300k and try to get one for a little bit higher of a price. I am Subaloco popping in as well. He says, my man, how are you? I am Subaloco. I am doing great, man. Thank you for stopping by today. We're going to try to make a little bit of profit today. And as you might notice, we are coming up extremely close on max cash. We're about 12 mil off max cash right now. So we will be finishing up max cash on Friday. And once we hit max cash, I will be announcing what is next for the channel and what the next monetary goal is for us to hit. Because I don't know. I never really expected, you know, when you start these like long ventures or long old like RuneScape goals, you never really expect to hit them. So now that I'm about to hit it, I just need to readjust my priorities a little bit and kind of see like, hey, maybe what should I do next? I am Sebaloco says, my man, sorry the last one failed. Thank you for the cheer of 1 bit, Sebaloco. Do appreciate it. And we do have the Armadillo crossbow selling as well, so that's taking us a little bit out of our deficit right off the bat here. So that is great to see. And yeah, we're just sitting back, kicking back, waiting for some margins to go through today, guys. I hope you are doing well today. Let me know if you are. Have you been flipping today? Let me know if you have. And also, where are you tuning in to the stream from? Maybe you're in the US like myself. Maybe you are in London, or maybe you're across the world somewhere, maybe in an Asian Pacific country. Let me know where you're watching the stream from. Always love to know. And let's make some profit today, guys. Super excited to be here. And I'm hoping that these margins stay, because right now things are looking extremely good considering we are selling off those Armadillo crossbows. We almost have all the bludgeons as well, which is quite a sight to see, and the necklaces of anguish have come in as well. So let's go ahead, let's keep moving items back and forth here, and let's make a little bit of profit today. Watching from Belgium, Silent Storm, that's freaking amazing, man. Relaxing with Me says, how long did it take you to get to max cash? A long time, like years, basically. It wasn't quick, man. But what is cool is like my channel history is like basically progress from when I had a small cash stack all the way up into this point. I mean, if you go back to the first video that I made, I literally had 9 million GP on me. So like, we've been coming up on a bag, you could say that. Anyway, Mark Baker says Colorado made 10 mil last week, but this week I lost 7 mil. Mark Baker, man, get back on your horse and try to make a little bit more money. It's still early in the week. You have plenty of time to make up for the losses. And let me ask you, Mark, how did you lose 7 mil? What happened? How did you lose so much money? It was probably on an overnight flip, or maybe something that was an investment-related flip. So let me know how that happened. And so sorry to hear that, but you can definitely make it up. That's what we're here doing today. And let me know if you have any questions about what to flip with your cash stack. We can definitely help you out, man. We have Jay Hefner saying, getting max cash is the flipper equivalent of maxing your account stats. That's basically true. And then like 10 bill is like the 200 mil XP. Rapier overnight. Yeah, you got to be careful with some of those overnight flips. They can be extremely risky, but of course also extremely rewarding as well. We're just sitting back, kicking back, waiting for some of these flips to go through, guys. No luck or no action on the bludgeons yet, which is a little bit sad. But I'm going to try to stay on top of stuff today. If something is not buying or selling, we're adjusting it pretty quickly. And I think the T-bow warrants a little bit of an adjustment at this point. We've sat on it for about 9 minutes. Here's how twisted bows work. You can either be competitive for the exact margin at the time, so you constantly are knocking up your offers and seeing, you know, hey, maybe where is this thing buying at? You can do it that way, or you can list around where you think it's trading and just wait like 30 minutes to an hour to flip it for like 1 to 1.5 mil, as opposed to like an 800 to 900k flip. Let's see. Wow, lots of people popping in. We are out of the hole. Good to see that. I only flip skill supplies overnight, which are quite stable. Silent Storm, I mean, that's a great option as well. Especially questing supplies or gear that is used a lot in quests do make for a good flip, because, I mean, people are always doing quests in old school. So we have Jordan Savage saying, let's get it, and Jason Mills saying, hi, Scapenomics. Good to see both of you guys. Thank you for tuning in today. We are coming up on max cash, guys. We started the stream about 12 million GP away. I do expect to end the stream around like 9 to 10 mil away, and then we're going to have a banger of a stream on Friday where we do 1 mil profit equals 1 beer chug, and we'll get max cash on Friday that way. So I hope you guys are excited for today's stream and Friday's stream. Hopefully you guys are having a great Wednesday. I know I am, and let's make a little bit of profit today, guys. Looks like margins are good today, but we're having a little bit of trouble with some of these sell offers here, so we're going to move a couple of things around here, and yeah, I think we're going to knock the Ancestral Hats down maybe about 5k on the margin. David Wolf says, do you short any items in RuneScape? I want to buy them up if so. Unfortunately, you cannot short in old school RuneScape, although I do wish that was a feature. Unfortunately, is not something that is offered. I am Sebaloco says, I like to flip some Armadillo helmets and crafting supplies overnight. You know, I don't really like the Armadillo helmets. I don't know why. I feel like they take too long for the margin that you get on them, and they're pretty inconsistent in my experience. Mark Baker said, I lied, a 3 mil loss, my apologies. No worries, that's a lot better than a 7 mil loss, so at least you only lost 3 compared to 7. Jamie Rodriguez says, the Dragon Warhammers are going crazy right now. We'll have to check them out here once we get a slot open. And we have Chicken Dinner also saying, checking in from the UK, managed to get you on the TV. The wife is watching too. Shout out to Chicken Dinner and his wife. I'm sure you guys are having a great time watching this on the TV. I mean... I feel like I'm on the big screen now. I'm a little bit embarrassed and on the spotlight here. So regardless, we're going to try to make a little bit of money here today, guys, and flip the scales. Jay, we will flip the scales. Don't you worry, man. And just glad to have you guys here today on this lovely Wednesday evening. Hopefully you are enjoying this broadcast coming to you live from the East Coast of the United States. And there's quite a lot of snow outside, so we're going to stay inside and flip some items. Definitely not going out there. It's a little bit too cold. Anyway, we did start the stream with about 2,135,000,000 GP, 12 mil away from a max cash, guys. So we're really getting close, and that's like a major goal for me in old school RuneScape, is that max cash. So hopefully you guys are enjoying the stream. Drop a like if you are, drop a follow over on Twitch, and let's make some money, guys. We have the Amulets of Torture buying or selling off here, excuse me. And we're going to go ahead and get another Armadillo item going here. Now, I do want to try the Armadillo chain skirts today. We have neglected the Armadillo chain skirts and the Armadillo chest plates for like the past couple of streams, but not for any reason in particular. It's just kind of, we keep avoiding them. I don't really know why. Let's go ahead and flip maybe 4 of these Armadillo chain skirts, and we're going to turn around and sell these Dragon Darts back as well, which had a really great margin on them. No way it holds for us though, so we'll see if we can make a little bit of money on that in the short term. When's account 2 hopping in, says Jim OSRS. Probably not on this stream or the next stream. Probably on the Saturday stream once we pass the max cash point. I do have the second account bonded up right now. I'm just working on the 10 to 100 mil flipping series, so it's not that we're not going to use it. I just have to record some clips first, and then we will definitely use it. But that's a great question. Magic Vasco says, hey dude, what do you think are some good items to invest in for the Steam release? We do have a video that goes over the best investments for the Steam release coming to old school RuneScape, so definitely go check that out on my channel. I released it about a month ago, and it goes through every item that I personally recommend to invest in and what your expected return might be if you buy into these items. So definitely go check that out, and thank you for the comment, Magic. Thank you for stopping by as well. Oh, also we have to do the Bandos chest plates and the Bandos tassets. I forgot to do those today. And Silent Storm says, I think he's referring to the Armadillo chest plates here, but he says that the chest plates bought under the Grand Exchange value, so we'll have to check that out. Mark Baker also saying there is a dry winter here in Colorado. As for my first real winter, just moved from Florida. Wow, that is a terrain change if I've ever heard of it, man. I hope you're enjoying it, though. Hopefully you're settling in and you're finding it to be a good experience. Stephen Clayton says, were the mountains open? Oh, okay, yes. It's more skiing related questions. Jason Mills says, can you please suggest some items for a 150 mil cash stack? Absolutely, Jason, you're here with us live, so we'll go through some great items that you can flip with 150 mil. Now, I've probably mentioned a few of these before, but some items that I would like to, or you could try are the Armadillo, not the Armadillo, the Carol's leather top, the Carol's leather skirt, try the Aram's robe top and Aram's robe skirt as well. Those are some really great options. If you're looking for some other stuff, Berserker rings, Archer's rings, Amulet of Fury, you can definitely flip Amulets of Torture and Necklaces of Anguish as well with that 150 mil stack. I wouldn't dabble into anything that's too expensive. You know, you probably want to flip items that are less than 8 mil. Toxic Staff, Staff of Light, Staff of the Dead, those are great options. They flip a little bit slower, but they are also really great. If you're looking for some more high volume stuff, Revenant Cave teleports or Zolandra teleports, I think they're called. are decent flips as well, although again, a little bit on the riskier side regardless of their volume. And yeah, that should give you a couple good items to try out. Let me know how it goes and flip them. And by the way, guys, if you are enjoying the live stream, please leave a like. It really does help me out a lot. If you want to join us on Discord, we have a Discord group dedicated to flipping and money making in old school RuneScape, and we'd love to have you in there. We have over 2,000 members in there now, guys, which is absolutely nuts. So thank you to everyone who's joined that, and I really appreciate everyone's participation and just everyone who's joined that and really made it the community that it is, because it's really incredible to me. So let's go ahead and check on some items here. We have the Primordial Boots, which have been sitting for a little bit too long. I said I was going to stay on top of my flips today, and I'm already letting items sit for too long, man. You got to yell at me in the chat, okay? But regardless, let's go ahead and check on everything else here. Armadillo Crossbow, we did sell 2 of them for their large margin of about 200k. This last one we have not sold for that 200k margin, so we're going to knock it down a little bit further here and see if we can get it off for about 150k, a little bit over that, actually. We also have the Ancestral Hats, which we still have not sold any of them. That's looking a little bit sketchy on this flip, considering this is the second time we've adjusted these. So excuse me, we are going to knock this down a little bit here, and another 10k or so. Basically, not really making that much in profit if we can get this off, but we did make a good amount on the Armadillo Crossbow, so very happy about that. Let's do the Bandos Chestplate next. We'll see if we can get a decent margin on this thing. We have Lake Kiesi popping in as well, saying hi. Good to see you, Lake. Thank you for tuning in. And hopefully you are enjoying the stream. Welcome to the Wednesday evening stream, where we're going to try to make a little bit of profit today and get a little bit closer to max cash, because, again, we are about 12 mil away. And we're coming up on that quick. And yeah, we're going to wait for everything else here. These Dragon Darts, man, our nemesis last stream and probably this stream as well. They are taking a significant amount of time to flip, so we're going to have to see what happens with that one. We have Jordan Kubin saying Dogecoin to the moon. I think it died. Didn't it die? Kind of? Anyway. Mark Baker wishing us some happy times from the Colorado time zone. I'm glad you are participating. But regardless, he also says the chestplate has a rough margins. Earlier today, he lost 300k. We're going to see what we can make on it today. It does look like a decent margin for us right now, so I'm going to stick to it and try to flip a few of them and hopefully turn a profit. But everything is looking okay right now. I would have preferred to have another Armadillo chain skirt by now, but unfortunately we don't have one. So we're going to try and sell this Necklace of Anguish a little bit lower and clear up another slot here. Hopefully we can get another slot open. And these Ancestral Hats are looking a little bit rough. Also, the Twisted Bow not really performing for us here, so we're going to knock that margin up here again in the short term. I'm really hoping we can flip a T-Bow today, because we tried to flip it last stream for like 30 minutes. We couldn't flip one. We're trying it today. We're going to see if we can get one today, guys. We got to wrangle it in. You know, I don't chase it that aggressively on stream, but maybe we can, you know, be a little bit more aggressive with it here. Dragon Warhammer had a nice margin for me a few minutes ago, says Jay Hefner. We'll definitely go ahead and check it out here in a minute, guys. We also got another chain skirt, so that is good to see as well. And by the way, guys, if you are enjoying the live stream, please drop a like. It really does help me out a lot. Puts my content up there with some other amazing content creators. And I just love talking with you guys, love flipping with you guys, and a like would really show your appreciation for me, and it does mean a lot. So regardless of that, though, I mean, this is kind of looking interesting today, because we've had so many sessions like this recently where off the rip, we're getting so many good flips, so many good margins, and then things start to die down once we really crack into it, which is obviously not something I'd prefer. I mean, I want to trade as many items in this time frame that I can, but that being said as well, we're not having the worst luck today. I mean, margins have looked decent for the most part. I mean, you know, we're not getting an amazing margin on the Ancestral Hats, and we're already down because we can't really sell them, which is kind of a problem. I mean, that's like, what, 73 mil locked up, and one of our precious Grand Exchange slots that we can actually not use because of those Ancestral Hats. So we're going to have to think about what we want to do with those. Oh, we got one off. Whew. Thank goodness, man. I was waiting so long to get that thing off, man. All for the Max says, yo, how are you, man? Good to see you, All for the Max. Thank you for tuning in today. Speaking of For the Max, we are coming up on Max Cash. So one of our, old school RuneScape financial goals is becoming very, very close to being achieved. And again, on Friday, I think, is when we're going to hit Max Cash, okay? So this Friday, the same time as we're streaming right now, we are going to have a super, super, super fun stream, okay? It's going to be 1 mil profit equals 1 beer chug, okay? We've done this in the past, and we're going to do it as we make our way to Max Cash. So if you guys are excited about that, definitely tune back into the content. And if you want to know when that live stream is going live, definitely tune into our Discord. That is the best place to get notified when we go live. So regardless, though, that stream is going to be incredible. I promise you. Every time we do those kind of streams, we have such a blast. What is your current cash stack? We started the stream with 2,135,000,000. So max cash is 2,147,000,000. So we're about 12 million GP away. STW Benny, excuse me. He says, today I made over 1 million from lure drop parties. I don't know why there are so many people doing them. Dude, while that is great, I do not recommend participating in these lure drop parties. You might accidentally get lured yourself, so you've got to be very, very careful with how you interact with these things. You should wear a golden party hat when you hit max cash. It's just like interesting because max cash is like, I've basically achieved max cash through 97% flipping. Like, that's where all the gains came from. Maybe I had like one good PVM drop that gave me, 5-10 mil, but I think that literally that's all I've had. I got one Zenite in like 2016 that I split with my friend, so I got like 5 mil from it. So that's like the only PVM drop that's really gone into it besides the Vorkath drops, which maybe might be another like 20-30 mil max. I actually do have some more Vorkath drops that I could sell and get max cash probably right now, but I'm not going to do that because that kind of defeats the purpose. I am Sebaloco says, how do you flip with max cash? Basically, what you do is you put you just put like 10 mil in the bank or something and flip with the rest of it, or you can split it across 2 accounts. It's really up to you. And that's probably what we'll do from now on is use 2 accounts because, we're coming to the point in these streams where I really have too much on hand to actually use all of our Grand Exchange slots effectively. And that's obviously not good, right? Because that's basically downtime and wasted GP that is just sitting in our inventory. And we want to use that to the best of our ability. That way we can make more money per hour and leverage every single cent that we have. Oh my God. What the This is not real, dude. This is not real. But YOLO. I mean, this flip will take us to max cash, literally. Anyway, how do you find item margins? Do you use GE Tracker? It depends on the item, NK. Personally, for me, when I'm on stream a lot, I just manually check the item in game, so I just buy and sell one back and forth. But if for things like the Twisted Bow, yeah, I use GE Tracker for that because you really don't want to margin check a Twisted Bow. It's too expensive of an item, and the margins do fluctuate a fair bit on those Twisted Bows, so you could pay for a margin check and then not be able to buy or sell one after the fact. So personally, for me, yes, I do use GE Tracker for very high margin expensive items, but for the most part, besides that, I just do manually check stuff too. Or you can just put some in platinum tokens, says Steven. Yeah, you could do that as well, but there's really no difference between putting like a couple mil in the bank versus platinum tokens. I mean, you could do it either way, really. What about Inquisitor armor? Definitely would recommend using a GE Tracker if you're trying to flip Inquisitor armor, but be careful flipping Inquisitor because it is an extremely risky flip. I mean, it's definitely not something that you can easily flip by any means. I mean, I've had amazing gains on Inquisitor, and I've also had amazing losses on it too, so, I mean, drop a like if that's been the same thing for you, honestly. Does anyone actively flip Inquisitor in the chat? I'm actually curious. Do you guys like flipping Inquisitor? Because the thing with Inquisitor is it has such low volume, and we have NK giving us a follow over on Twitch. Thank you, NK. The thing with Inquisitor is the volume is so low, right? That if you buy one and you get nervous and you want to sell it, well, it's not going to sell quickly. So you can't tell if there's just no volume at the time you're flipping it or if you're not on margin. And that always stresses me out. I mean, I do like flipping Inquisitor because it's so profitable, but it's just always a sketchy time when I do it. Let's go ahead and sell these dragon, oh my god, dragon, Bandos chest plates for a little bit cheaper than we previously planned. We're already 801k in profit, and there is a massive margin on the Dragon Warhammer, so I don't think that's going to really last that long. So what I'm thinking of doing is actually just bumping the margins up on that and trying to be a little bit more competitive with our listing. That way we can make a little bit of bank off this thing without missing out on the margin, right? So let's go ahead and get 7 of those listed back on the exchange again. We have to be patient with those if we want to hit that big margin that we are anticipating, but at the same time, we definitely do not want to rush things. I don't take chances on it, says Mark Baker. Yeah, it's definitely risky. Like, some people don't really like to risk it. Personally, I do because I find it really fun, but at the same time, definitely a stressful experience for me. And let's also do the... You know, we do have 231 mil to work with. Let's go do the Tormented Bracelets here. Hopefully a decent margin on those. If we can't get those going, I do know another item that we can do in place of it. No, that's definitely good enough for us today. Let's go ahead and list a few of these Tormented Bracelets here. We'll get 7 of them going, list them, and let them do their thing. Also, the Twisted Bow is going to get another price bump here. We cannot get in on the Twisted Bow margin. I have no idea where this thing is trading around, but I do have an idea of how we can find this margin. This Twisted Bow, if we can flip a few of these, we're going to make some bank. And we are flipping during a pretty popular time, right? So a lot of trades are happening right now. There's a lot of players online. And usually when that is the case, the Twisted Bow has a smaller margin, but at the same time, trades extremely quickly. So what we're doing right now is we're using GE Tracker to get some data on where the Twisted Bow is likely trading around. And every, like, 8 to 10 minutes, we're knocking up the margin about 200 to 300k until we can actually buy a Twisted Bow. So that's the goal right now, to get that Twisted Bow margin without having to pay a margin check on it. And if we don't have to pay a margin check, we'll be in a good spot. Wild Muffin says, I always have trouble with it. I'm assuming he's referring to the Inquisitor. Yes, it is not an easy flip at all, and it's always sketchy. I mean, it's always sketchy flipping Inquisitor. You can do it overnight, but then if it doesn't go your way, you're going to be in for a big loss in the morning, I'll tell you that. Jay Hefner says, can you use the OSRS GE site to check if items have traded so you don't confuse the volume? Jay Hefner, that is an excellent point, and I did make a video on this a while back, and that is something I do, but that being said, I don't do it on live stream just because it's like kind of too much effort. I mean, it's not that much effort, but I don't want to pull up every high margin item I'm flipping on a separate tab and track everything, because I'm just going to forget the numbers. So it is something that I do off stream, and I know I have a guide on it as well. I'm sure you've seen it, but it's not something that I do on stream very often, just because, like, I don't want to have, like, a couple tabs open and track it. Just, I don't know, just too lazy for it, honestly. But if it's an item that I really want to flip and, like, I'm desperate for profit, I definitely will do it. Or if I was making a video on an item like that, then yeah, I would be using it, because you want to flip those items as quickly as you can most of the time. And maybe I should do it. Let's pull it up. Let's try it today. The more I think about it and the more I talk through it, I'm like, I should just stop being lazy and do it. Let's see. We'll track this Twisted Bow. We'll look at the trades on it, and we'll see if we're on margin or not for this thing. So currently, it looks like about 486 have been traded today, so we'll keep an eye on that. We'll check it in about another 5 minutes or so, and if we don't have one, and the volume's moved, then we know we're not on the margin. We have Appy Meiser saying, I've got about 10 mil bankroll. What should I flip with it to build? I think he means etc. If you're flipping with a 10 mil cash stack, first of all, what I would recommend is definitely going ahead and checking out my 100 or 10 to 100 mil flipping series that is over on YouTube. I think that could benefit you a lot. So definitely go check that out. It's basically me working from a 10 mil cash stack up to a 100 mil cash stack. So anyway, besides that though, since you are here on a live stream, I'm going to go ahead and list my favorite high volume items to flip. And that would be the blood runes, death runes, law runes, nature runes. Zulrah scales are really, really good. Highly recommend those. Adamant darts, rune darts, air orbs, battle staves, and we got a twisted bow. And mahogany planks and oak planks. Those are some really good items. You could do magic logs too, house teleport tabs. There's just honestly a bunch of good things you could do, man. Let's go ahead and list the twisted bow back. I don't know if we're gonna, well, actually, I think we can get more than that. Let's list it a little bit higher here. If we flip the twisted bow at its current margin, it's gonna net us, what do we buy this thing for? It's actually still not that good of a profit. Let's actually raise it a little bit more. I want to get greedy with it, guys. I don't know. We'll see if that sells. We'll give that a couple minutes. We have Jay Hefner saying, yeah, I mean, with the Inquisitor items, I haven't really tried it myself. Just recovered from the 50 mil Dragon Hunter crossbow loss. Ooh, can we get an F in the chat for that, dude? That's a freaking tough loss, man. Anyway, hopefully, Jay, you've been kind of flipping it up, though, and you've been getting a little bit better at it from that point, and you've kind of been making some money back, because that is a tough loss to eat to the face, man. It would take me a while to get out of that hole, to be honest. Sora says, how do you do a flipping session when you're at a lower cash stack, excuse me, like 10 to 25 mil? I flip a list of well-known items and then a hunt for others, but at the end, I end up making like 250k an hour and not progressing my account compared to bossing or blast furnace, etc. If you're flipping high volume items with like a 10 to 25 mil cash stack and you're only getting about 250k an hour, you're probably sitting too long on your flips. That's just my guess. With a lower cash stack flipping high volume stuff, your goal is to really cycle through as many high volume flips as you can, even if you're not making bank on every single flip. You want to get volume and quantity over, really quality flips themselves. Like if you're getting, 3 GP on Zolver scales, blood runes, death runes, and they're flipping in like 2 to 3 minutes, you're still going to make way more than 250k an hour. Keep in mind that would only take like 12 minutes total, right? And you have an hour to keep increasing your profits. So what I would recommend is trying to maybe try to expand your list a little bit, but stick to high volume stuff. Try to find a few more items that are traded very frequently. I highly recommend going and checking out the RuneScape's top 100 traded items list. That should help you out a fair bit in finding some item ideas. So definitely check that out. And I'm really hoping we flip these Dragon Warhammers. That's all I have to say. Dry says, what margin on the Twisted Bow are you aiming for? A little bit less than a mil, about like 900k as of right now. All for the Max says, I made 5.7 mil in 5 hours, Pog. 1 mil an hour is not bad if you're new to flipping. I'll tell that. I'll say that. I'll tell that. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. Definitely not a horrible amount of money to make, man. Although, look at this, man. We why is this happening every session? Like, we literally, we find so many good margins, and then we just have so much stale action here, dude. At least these Dragon Darts are selling. Unlucky, man. We'll go ahead and knock the margin up on the Imbued Hearts here a little bit. We'll try to be a little bit more competitive on those, I guess. I mean, it's so weird. It's like every time I'm live, we just cannot get anything moving, man. Happens a lot lately, I guess, Silent. We also have Appy saying, how does the buy limit work, though? Can you buy and sell, for example, blood runes often or just every 4 hours? So how the buy limits work is you can actually buy and sell 25,000 blood runes every 4 hours. So how it works is if you have blood runes to sell, let's say you have 100,000, then you can sell them immediately without any restrictions. But you can only buy 25,000 every 4 hours. So let's say you buy 25,000, then you have to wait 4 hours until you can buy another 25,000. Dragon Warhammer is climbing after the blog, says Wild Muffin. I guess we're going to cycle back in at a higher price. I mean, we cannot get any at the current price point that we're at. And we have been sitting on this for a while, so we're going to do a pretty aggressive price hike in hopes of actually getting a few here. Yeah, that looks about right. We'll go ahead and list 7 of those. Fingers crossed we can flip those, guys. Christopher says, how long or how often do you recheck margins on high volume items? I would say not super often. I would check them every, I don't know, 5-7 minutes, I would say. If you don't buy any within 5 to 7 minutes, you should probably recheck your margin. so many people flipping, I guess. I think it's just there was so much market volatility, and then things got very, very stale. I think that's really, like, the main thing that happened. And, I mean, like, we're having trouble moving everything, which is, unfortunate. And we'll sell this Twisted Bow back for a little bit less here. Definitely a lot less than I prefer margin-wise on that, but, I mean, we got to get something moving, right? Appy says, sorry if I'm asking stupid questions. I started 3 days ago, and my friend gave me a 10 mil bank. Dude, literally, it's not a problem at all. We are here to teach you guys how to flip and make money in old school RuneScape. Hopefully, primarily through flipping. I'd say my knowledge about other moneymakers is probably not the greatest, but anything flipping related, go ahead and ask it in the chat. I'm here to help you guys out and teach you guys how to flip and make money in old school RuneScape. So if you're here to learn that, good, we're on the same page. I'm here to teach it, and welcome to the stream, because this stream is all about, you know, making money in old school RuneScape, flipping items back and forth, because that's quite literally all we do. So I hope you like it, because that's what you're getting 24/7. Regardless, though, it's just interesting, man. I mean, these ancestral hats, we sold one. I guess we got margin checked on it. It's me, Deadpool, giving us a follow over on Twitch. Thank you, man. Do appreciate it, and welcome to the flipping team, dude. And be sure to check out the YouTube channel as well. We have a YouTube channel where we make flipping guides and just coach flipping the same way we kind of do here. And yeah, let's go ahead and sell these ancestral hats for a little bit cheaper then. And let's actually try to get a few Dragon Warhammers off as well. Did you end up selling the Dragon Darts from last stream, says Saints fan in van. Dude, I did. Believe it or not, they actually sold off at 2,480, like exactly like I planned. They didn't go as quick as I thought, though. I had to leave them overnight before they sold, but they did sell for their price point, which was amazing. Josh Jones saying hello again. How's it going? Josh Jones, it is going well, man. Thank you for tuning in today, dude. Do appreciate it. Welcome to the Wednesday flipping stream. And I know I keep saying this, but, you know, we have people constantly cycling in and out of these live streams. And, guys, we're coming up on max cash, man. We started this stream. We're about 12 mil away from max cash. I do expect to hit max cash on Friday's stream. We're going to do a really special really special stream on Friday, guys. Oh my god, I can't speak. So I hope you are excited for that. We're doing a 1 mil profit equals 1 beer chug stream on Friday, okay? Same time as this stream, so don't miss it. It's gonna be a blast, I promise. Every time we do a drinking stream, it is literally the most fun I've ever had online. So I would appreciate it if you guys could tune in for that. If you're not busy, I mean, if you got plans, you do you. But I mean, the drinking streams, oh, they are a hoot and a holler, I'll tell you that. Patience is a virtue, says Saints fan. Absolutely, man. We have Jay Hefner as well. He says, for items with good margins, check the ones related to the blog posts, like Dragon Warhammers. That's actually a good idea. I should actually pull that up. I actually haven't read the blog post yet, so I'm actually going to read it now. And we'll do a little due diligence on the second monitor here while we wait for some of our flips to go here on the main monitor. We'll see what we can get going here. Lots of little additions here today. Did I miss a blog post? I don't see anything regarding weapons here. Oh, here we go. Okay. Well, this is his resources. Hold on. They must have put out 2. Yeah, they put out 2. Of course they did. I like how I'm so behind on this, man. I don't know. I've been at work all day. I haven't seen it. Oh, nice. Okay, they rebalanced a bunch of stuff again. Nice, okay. They didn't change the twisted bow. I guess people thought that was good. I thought it was good too, honestly. I didn't think they needed to adjust the twisted bow at all. Ah, there we go. We sold it. All right. We didn't make a lot of money on that, to be quite honest, but we did make at least a bit of a bag on it, so we'll try and flip it another time. 645k on the twisted bow, kind of small, to be honest. Maybe we'll give a couple other items a rip here, too, in the short term. Drinking stream pog, says Ezio TV. Good to see you, Ezio, man. Thank you for tuning in, bro. By the way, guys, if you're watching over on YouTube, be sure to drop a like. It really does help me out a lot and really gets my channel up there with some other great content creators. Dude, and, like, someone, like, there must be, like, a skunk outside or something, okay? Because my room right now smells like a straight skunk, and I'm not talking, like, I'm not a drug user, really in the slightest. I drink alcohol occasionally, but, like, it must be, like, the apartment above me or something, because, like, it is very smelly in here. Regardless, though, my God, man. It literally, like, just hit right now. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, it smells so bad. Anyway. Ellie flip. Steven, we could do an Ellie flip potentially here. You know, I'm not sure we want to, as you know, I mean, we already have the twisted bow. Like, once we found the margin, we might as well hit it a few times. If we do have enough money on hand, though, we can try something else. I mean, they might be below us. I don't know where it's coming from, but it is smelly. Maybe we'll check out the, I have a couple good ideas we can maybe get on here. And one of them is definitely going to be a little bit risky here. Let's give it a rip, though. You already know it. Oh my lord, dude. I did not mean to do that. Anyway. I think we might be able to hit it for that. Skunks like to get into the vents from outside, getting out of the cold. Yeah, but I'm on, like, like, I'm not on the bottom floor. We'll put it that way. Anyway, though. Neighbors say, ran our weed flip? I guess so, man. Maybe they're tuned in. Shout out to the neighbors. Anyway, you know, we're not having a lot of luck on some of this stuff, guys, unfortunately. Let's cycle back into the Abyssal Bludgeon a bit cheaper. You've come a long way that you are flipping T-bows now. And Ezio, man, you've watched it every step of the way, dude, so I do appreciate it. And yeah, we've come a long way from the early days, I'll tell you that. I mean, you go look at the first video, it's actually so bad. But hey, I mean, at least I've improved a little bit. And let's try and give the Toxic Blowpipe another shot here. Not a great margin on that. We'll just flip a few of those to get out of that. Oh, what do we do about these ancestral hats, man? That's what I'm trying to think right now. Like, let me think. Oh, they won't even sell for that cheap, man. Yikes. We'll just let them sit for a little bit. Let's not be too crazy with them. No, but the vents are all connected. That's true, Anna. That's true. Snack Food OSRS says, yo, good to see you, Snack Food. And we have Will Pratt as well. He says, hey, can I borrow a few, Bill? Good to see you, Will. Will, we're coming up on max cash, man. I'm 12 million GP away from max cash. We're going to hit it on this live stream on Friday. I think is when we're going to hit max cash. I'm not going to flip until Friday, so we hit it on Friday. But that being said, we're going to do a drinking stream on Friday. 1 mil profit equals 1 beer chug, okay? It's going to be a really fun time, so definitely don't miss it as long as you have a free schedule. Chicken dinner. Wow, look at this champion right here. He says, going to the store on Friday, might see if I can get a 34-ounce beer to join you. There are liter cans of beer called Facts. Really? Interesting, man. That would be easy then. Good to see you guys in the chat. Thank you for tuning in. And do drop a like if you're enjoying. It does help me out a lot. And join us on Discord with the link in the description below. We just hit 2,000 members, and we'd love to have you join as well. So, Silent Storm giving us a follow over on Twitch as well. Thank you. Alharith popping in as well. And he says, what up? Good to see you, Alharith, man. Thank you for tuning in today. And yeah, we're trying to make a little bit of money here today. We're going to camp the Dragon Warhammer margin, okay? Because I think it will swing back in our favor. That being said, the Twisted Bow not performing for us here. So we're going to go back and list that in for a little bit higher of a price here. We'll see if we can get a few going again. You know, the Twisted Bow flip is surprisingly higher volume than you'd probably think. That doesn't mean you should treat it like a high volume flip, but you can trade a fair amount of these. Like, you can flip a full T-bow limit in 30 minutes if you get lucky. So regardless, we did get the toxic blowpipes up. We're like sitting at 2 mil here. We're having a little bit of a difficult time getting over that 2 mil hump, and that's been the case these past couple of streams. Like, so many items have been super stale for us, and it's just been a shame, really. And I want to see if we can kind of get out of that this bad karma. I want good grand exchange moments here. Like, we need good sessions, and I'm hoping today we can turn it around a little bit here and get a little bit of profit coming in. Cocan fan tuning in on Twitch. He says fake fans in this chat. Hey, everyone tuning in is a major fan, man. Just noticed I didn't follow yet, says Silent Storm 995. Well, it's all right, man. You popped it in, so that's all that counts, man. You didn't forget before you left. Sora says 2K members, nearly everyone subbed is in the Discord. Love the community. I know we have like an amazing Discord community going on. Like, people are teaching flipping in there 24/7. People are showing what they're flipping, talking about item investments that they're going to do. And we just have like such an awesome community going back and forth. And like, the best thing about it is you have people with like literal billions of GP connecting with people who have like 5 billion GP. And they both have the same goal of flipping to make money. It's just like crazy, man. Different worlds. I like that you're on Twitch now. Very smart idea. Thank you, Will Pratt. Yeah, we're spread across both now, so we do like both. Discord is the best, says Jay Hefner, to appreciate that. I mean, I do put a good amount of effort into that Discord to make sure, you know, we can have a good time in there and people enjoy it, so. We're going to knock the margin up on that Grazi again. And we'll let that sit there and do its thing. Oh man, I'm hoping we can flip another Twisted Bow because it looks like everything else here today just not performing for us. Crazy the amount of trouble we're having today. I mean, I can't even believe it. I mean, I can't even believe we're at like a 2 mil profit. Like, look, we can't even flip anything right now. It's actually nuts. Let's go ahead and get a couple more of these imbued hearts going. I mean, sheesh. Can we buy a flip? Like, my goodness. Let's see. Lewintag says, to be honest, I try to recommend the Discord to all my friends that I'm trying to get into flipping because a majority have like 5 to 80 mil and honestly didn't care for it at that stack, but people do work in the Discord with it. Yeah, dude, I mean, it really just matters how dedicated you are to flipping. Like, there's two things that will determine how much money you're going to make, right? One, well, there's more than just two, but one is how much cash you have, and two is how dedicated you are to learn how to flip and improve your skills. If you're maxing out both of those, you're going to be a billionaire in no time, literally. But for me, I mean, it took me a while, man. I mean, you know, I wouldn't say I tried to rush to a billion G or like to max cash or whatever, but I did spend a good amount of time like making sure I was making the content along the way and just living my normal life. And I wasn't really risking a lot of GP on my way to max cash. But once we get like 3 billion GP, I'm going to start getting a little bit riskier with it and, you know, put some longer term investments in, and we'll definitely do some more investment focused things to try to really get to that that higher cash stack, right? So anyway, that's just what we're all about here, man. Jay Hefner says, when is Escape interview Snack? I've already talked to Snack Food about an interview, believe it or not. I'm not going to do it until I have 10K subscribers. Because yeah, I don't want to, like, I don't know. I feel like I want to be, like, legit when I get interviewed by Snack, man. I don't want to be looking like this little, you know, 3K sub, you know, little noob. You know what I mean? Anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. We have, who is it? We have Appy. He's asking, when will a Temporos fishing update come, do you think? The last announcement that we heard from the Jagex team was that it was coming in late February. My guess is it's going to be delayed considering all of the updates the team has been working on in the short term. I could be wrong, but it's just my guess because we haven't heard anything about the Temporos boss, you know, since they talked about it like 8 Q&As ago. So regardless. Sora says, when do you think flipping pays off versus bossing? I'm trying to max my account eventually. A long way to go. Still no quest scrape or any 99s. I just know buyables take a ton of money. Well, it's really up to you. Like, what do you enjoy more, first of all? Because if you don't enjoy flipping, then it's going to be a pain getting more money to buy some items or just buying 99s. That being said, the best way to do it is a combination of both. You know, overnight flipping will take you a significant amount of the way if you can learn it and get it down pat. I mean, if you overnight flip every day, like if you play RuneScape every day and you overnight flip every single night, like you're going to be, you know, you're going to have, if you're working with like a 10 mil stack, you'll have 100 mil in like a month, like just from overnights, as long as you can hit them exactly correctly. But that being said, overnight flipping and PVM for the average player is all you need. But if you are just dedicated to flipping, then flipping is going to beat out PVM at any time, because the thing with flipping is it scales with your cash stack, and it's actually, even though the Grand Exchange is inconsistent, money making with flipping is more consistent than PVM, because PVM, like, you're not going to get a hype drop every day, but another day you might get 2 hype drops. Like, you might get a Prim Crystal and then a Pegasian Crystal. Like, you would never really know, but it's just not as consistent as flipping. And anyway, just my 2 cents on it. Do I look dumb with the mechanical pencil, by the way? I hope not. Lewintake says, I gotta go for like 15 to 30 minutes. Hope you have a good day, bud. In case you're gone by the time I get back, take care. Thank you, Lewintake. And good to see you, man. You're always popping in these days, and I really appreciate that. Always great seeing overnights in the Discord. I'll have to rewatch your overnights video again. Thanks. Sora, I can help you with anything you need help with. Just message me on Discord if you need it. And I'm very open in the Discord group to talking about overnight flipping and coaching you guys through some of those situations. Anyway, we do need to go ahead and get a couple of these items moving, men. And look at that. Instant liquidation on the Justiciar face guards. I mean, we could probably sell them for more, but I'm not going to do that. I'd rather just take the money right now because our profits have been so slim. Like, it's like we're struggling so hard right now. I'm not even kidding. Okay, 300 mil. Let me think. We gotta get big brain here, boys. Okay, we gotta get something going here. I'm thinking. Oh, I know what we can do. Give it to me, man. Give me those good margins here, man. Okay, we'll definitely take that. We'll definitely take that. And we'll get 3 of those listed and ready to rip on the exchange. Absolutely. Thomas Rio says, PVM items going up with this PVM diary releasing soon. Probably, but, you know, and a lot of other investors have a completely different opinion on this, but in my personal opinion, I do not think that these combat achievement diaries or whatever they are, I don't really think they're going to have a significant effect on PVM items. I could be wrong, but I can't really imagine the demand being affected that heavily for some of this PVM stuff, because one, if you're interested in PVM, especially at a high level, and you're going for these like achievements, then you probably already have PVM gear. You're not really going to need to buy anything. Maybe some of the really expensive stuff like the Twisted Bow or the Scythe, but anyway, you probably have gear already if you're going for these things. Second, like, it's not, in my opinion, it's not that hype of an update. I mean, yes, it's going to add some new things. Is it really going to make everyone and their mother go PVM in old school RuneScape? I mean, my guess is probably not. I mean, compared to something like the Nightmare release or Raids 3 would do, right? Like, those things are like, everyone goes and tries it out. Like, everyone wants to get their hands on it. Thank you, Wildcard, for the follow as well. But I'm just saying, like, I don't really think it's going to have a crazy effect. Again, I could be wrong, too. We're getting a ton of follows over on Twitch. Thank you, Dogs Say Moo. Why, what's with the follows? What the heck? Okay. Well, Lemon Guy says, I was kidding. Thank you for the follow or the unfollow. I'm not really sure, but, oh, Will Pratt Gang. Okay. Thank you guys for the follows then. I do appreciate it, but anyway, out of nowhere, we have Wildcard, Dog Say Moo, Lemon Guy, and Clock Monster with the follows. Thank you, guys. I do appreciate that. I brought the homies. Thank you, Coke Can Fan. I do really appreciate that, man. Whew. Whew, thank you guys. Wow, a little bit of hype out of nowhere on that one as we struggle to get some items bought and sold here on the exchange. So really appreciate the support. And we got the Oda block emoji coming in as well. Love to see it. We need to make a little bit of money today, guys. We're coming up on that max cash, and I need to get a little bit closer today. So thank you guys for the follows. But we have Spaceman 3007 asking, what time will you stream on Friday? The Friday stream is going to be the exact same time as this. So basically 1 hour prior to this is when I'm going to start, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. On Friday, we're going to do 1 mil profit equals 1 beer chug, okay? So don't miss the Friday stream, I promise. If you think my content sucks, come back on Friday and we're going to have a blast, I promise. You might change your mind on Friday if you think it's bad. Regardless, though, we have the Dragon Hunter Lances, guys. We're going to turn those around and sell them for a little bit of a profit here. And I'm hoping they sell because, God, we cannot get a good flip for the life of us today, man. And we do have the Grazi Rapier as well, which we're going to try to sell back for a pretty decent profit, actually, if we can get it off for its original price point. But again, you know, I don't think we're going to be able to because it has just been the toughest day on the exchange, man. Sitting back, kicking back, waiting for these flips to come through today. And yeah, we're just going to wait a little bit longer and see if we can make some money. Anyway, I had to read a text. I'm not that popular, but sometimes, hey, I get some important ones. Whew. Like, guys, like, is it me or like have the past couple of streams just been like so bad profit wise? I feel like they've just been so tough, man. We like can't get anything moving. Fabled Melon says, thoughts on Dragon Darts? Ooh, that's a great question. You know, there's kind of two sides to the coin on the Dragon Darts, right? As a flip, I think they're great. They haven't been working out for us great in the short term. That being said, I do flip them relatively often and make a good profit on them. If you're talking from an investing standpoint, there's two things to keep in mind. Yes, Dragon Darts are becoming better, but the Blowpipe is becoming worse. So is Blowpipe going to be meta in a lot of these new range activities? Or the old range activities? Is the Blowpipe still going to be used? Like, are you going to use Blowpipe at Jad still? Or are people going to switch to the Armadillo Crossbow? Like, those are some real decisions that have to be considered. In my opinion, I don't think Blowpipe's going to be as meta as it previously was. I mean, definitely not after the nerfs. So are Dragon Darts really going to be in as much demand? Probably not. Will Dragon Darts go to 3K? Who knows? They definitely have had some upward momentum here in the past couple of days, considering yesterday I flipped these things for 2,480 GP each, and now they're not each, like not like on not profit, but they were buying for 2,480, and now today they're buying for 2,677. So clearly some upward momentum on that. Anyway. Chandler says, hey, Scapenomics, any advice on overnight flips? My best advice first is to go ahead and check out my, check out my video on overnight flipping that came out pretty recently. But besides that, basically what you want to do is you want to pop open GE Tracker, like, boop, and you want to look at the daily, the 24-hour price. Basically, you want to list near the 24-hour lows, a little bit over or a little bit above, depending on the trend on the week. And yeah, you just list it overnight, hope it buys, and hope you can sell it back in the morning. That's really it. There's not a lot that goes into it. Like, people think overnight flipping is really tough and technical, but it's actually very easy. Forrest Wonk says, yeah, but the markets are mostly so slow, it's crazy. Dude, okay, at least I'm not the only one that feels that way, and I'm like, we're sharing this slow Grand Exchange experience, because my God, man. Casually checking the Tinder DMs during the stream. Jay, I'm not doing that, man. I'm not on Tinder, bro. He says, put the max cash in your bio. Oh, how cringe would that be? Dude, what if there was a girl that, like, actually played RuneScape, though, and, like, respected that? Imagine, dude. Anyway. Dude, oh, also, by the way, I looked at my channel statistics, guys. It's 100% male audience. Okay? The last 30 days, 100% male audience. You know, I thought we could do a bit better than that, to be honest. But hey, I'm just looking at the stats, okay? Anyway, Ezio TV says, I think it will go down so much. It definitely could, because, like, if Dragon Darts aren't meta, like, or if the Blowpipe isn't meta, excuse me, then what's the demand for Dragon Darts, right? You're not picking those in your hand and going like, yeah, no one's doing that, man. The market has been dookie this week, says Saintsman and Van. I know, man. I can't. That's why, like, Friday, like, we're gonna have to stream for freaking 8 hours to get the dang profit we need, man. Chandler says, I can invite my wife to watch, but she thinks OSRS is kind of dumb. Dude, I thought you were going to say that she thinks my stream is kind of dumb. I was going to be offended, but yeah, most girls I've met are really not great fans of RuneScape. But what if the blowpipe is only meta with the dragon darts? Fable Melon bringing up a great point. Then yeah, I mean, definitely there would be some significant demand for them. Then no doubt about that. Are they going to be meta, though, with Dragon Darts? Like, considering where Jagex wants to place the Toxic Blowpipe right now, like, keep in mind that when they put the nerf in, they're trying to make it so other range weapons are better, like, they're better items, right? They're best in slot items, right? They don't want the Toxic Blowpipe to be a cheap, like, budget replacement that performs basically on par. So I think they're going to try to take that Twisted Bow, or not Twisted Bow, my god, I'm all over the place today. They want to take that Toxic Blowpipe, like, down a notch. They want to make it so it's, like, on par with the Dragon Crossbow. That's what I think they're looking for. Maybe a little bit better than the Dragon Crossbow, but anyway. Wait, that GF bought wasn't a real girl? Freaking F's in the chat, boys. F's in the chat for that. We have James Womack saying, so any good free-to-play ideas? I've got some free-to-play ideas for you right here, man. You're going to want to flip the gold bars, gold ore, iron ore, coal, anything really high volume. So U-logs are really good. Death runes, law runes, nature runes, cosmic runes. What are some other good free-to-play flips you can do as well? Mithril bars, seal bars are really good. And that should be at least a decent starting list to get you on your way to making some mills. But free-to-play flipping is very tough. Keep in mind you only have 3 slots in free-to-play flipping, so that's going to be a little bit of a setback for you. Sora says, do you use alts for flipping? I do use alts. I just typically don't use them on stream, and I don't always use them when I'm off stream too, but I do have an alt. That's where I do the flipping 10 to 100 mil series is on my alt account. Also, guys, we just came out with an investing guide for the Temporos Boss update. So if you haven't seen the investing guide on the Temporos Boss, go check it out on my YouTube channel. We'd love for you to take a look at that, man. And yeah, just check it out. See if you agree, disagree with my ideas, and definitely let me know in the comments on that video. Dude, I'm mad. I can't get a profit moving today, dude. Literally, like, nothing's flipping, so we're gonna call it here, guys. I'm gonna just call it here at the 2 mil session, which means we've got to make 10 mil on Friday to hit the max cash. I don't think we're gonna drink 10 beers because that would be insane, but we'll definitely drink a lot of beer and we'll get that 10 mil, man. Hopefully the markets are looking a little bit better then, because my god, I can't make anything right now. Literally 2 mil with almost max cash. Are you kidding me? Literally flipped 1 Twisted Bow. So freaking angry, dude. Why can't we get anything moving? Usually, like, we can at least make more than freaking 2 million GP, but I guess I've had a couple slots open here in the past couple of minutes, so regardless, though. I have 30 mil what to flip in members. Hawk OP, stick to high volume. Wow, so many questions coming in here at the end. I'm going to rocket through them. Yeah, you can, well... Silent, send it to me first on Discord. Let me check it, and then I'll let you post it as long as it's good, man. My weapon says, how much you think a free-to-play flipping alt would make if I put around 2 to 3 mil cash on it? Probably like 300k an hour, probably. It's really not that much. Christopher McCracken says... sorry, your last name is just kind of funny. He says, at what size cash tag would flipping be worth it versus other moneymakers? It really depends. Like, if you're talking about, like, Vorkath, well, Vorkath is pretty consistent GP. So I would say, like, to be on par with Vorkath with, like, medium flipping experience, like 350 mil probably will give you enough. On average, I'd say, like, right now we're flipping with a crap ton of money, and I only made 2 mil today, which is, like, really, really bad for me. Like, almost, like, embarrassingly bad. So, you know, today, I mean, it wouldn't be worth it even with max cash, apparently, and regardless, so, really bad day on the exchange. 10 chug, says Jay. We'll be dead if there's a 10 chugger, man. Anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you for tuning in today. Really do appreciate it. Be sure to drop a like on the stream if you did enjoy it. Just hit that like button and make it blue, okay? If it's white, like, you're doing something wrong, okay? It really does help me out a lot. It gets my content up there with some other great creators. And, yeah, thank you guys for tuning in today. See you in the Discord group, and join us in our clan chat at Scapenomics if you would like. And, oh my goodness, I'm so happy we sold the Lance. Anyway, 2.2 mil profit today. Really bad session. we're gonna have to make up for it on our Friday stream when we achieve max cash on Friday, okay? So get excited for that. That's gonna be an amazing stream regardless of how long it takes. So anyway, guys, thank you so much, and I'll see you all tomorrow, or not tomorrow, just in the next stream, okay? God, everything's going